Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another wild Northumbrian rock adventure.
Yeah, and it is wild.
It is.
Yeah.
Conditions aren't too bad tonight, are they?
No, it's, to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting it to be anywhere like this when we got here. This mark we're on, there's a northerly coming through, and it seems to have built as we've been here, really, hasn't it?
has.
And if anything, because the wind struck, I thought it would have dropped off, but it's certainly getting bigger as the evening goes on. So
Yeah.
I think we're probably at our limit here on this mark now. If it gets any bigger than this, it's probably going to start becoming unfishable. But
Yeah.
we'll push on.
Definitely. It's we're getting quite a lot of undertow because we're not fishing into a massive depth, and it's quite broken ground. So even though it's a small tide, it feels like there's quite a lot of tone. There's the odd clump of weed as well, isn't there?
Yeah,
So
we just worry if that gets any worse. It just spoils everything, weed, doesn't it? So
yeah, but we'll persevere. How are you feeling then? What do you reckon our chances are?
well, I mean, the sea's good. There's a nice flooding tide. It's dark. Yeah, I think we've got a good chance of to get something out here. Hopefully it doesn't get any bigger than what it is now, because I think it will become unfishable.
Yeah.
But at the minute now, as it is now, with that sea, I think we've got a chance of getting something out of here. But
Yeah, I would
we'll
agree.
see.
It's
Yeah.
late, well, what's the 23rd of December, so it is the time of year when you've got a chance of a good one. So we're both on the usual heavy ground gear, pulley rigs. I've got squid, caught, and a bit of and wings. What have you got?
Yeah, same here. Pulley rig. Just got a bit of bluey as well. Got some peeler, frozen crab there as well. I don't know whether I'll use it, because I think I've defrosted and frozen these crabs about 20 times.
Got that
just
distinctive.
look like little lumps of coal and
Oh,
full of. So I don't know whether they're just gone now. So I don't know. But but I'm just going to mix it up a bit. Just try some big smelly baits and just get them out there and just see what happens. Really.
Yeah, exactly. Right, well, hopefully we'll come back to you with the fish. Right, so baits tonight are just the usual. Got a bit of wing, coral, and squid. Usual procedure, just using the little shepherd's crook baiting tool. Pretty big fan of these. I need to get myself one of those bait mates as well. I've seen them, they look quite good. I just haven't got round to getting one, but this does the trick. So that's just half a wing, coral stick in bandage. Lost the elastic as usual. So that'll just go on there. Bait's on thawing too quickly tonight because it is quite cold. It's probably only about 4 or 5 degrees. I'm just putting the squid over the top. Getting that wrapped up as well. It's a nice compact bait for casting, but it should pack plenty of punch in terms of scent. So 1, 2. Just nick it through the top of that bandage. Pull that down into the splashdown, and out it goes. Gear as usual, 13-foot 10 Comp SS, 125 to 200 grams, so 4 to 7 ounces. Saragossa, 10,000 PG, 80-pound braid, and just the usual pulleys that you've seen time and time again. Just keeping it simple. Right, well, got a fish on. Bait another rig up. Gary shout is over. There is a fish on, but it's fast, so I'm hoping that I can get it in. So let's go and try. Well, look, I've given it a load of slack, so it's just going to have to be SHIT or bust. Oh, it's absolutely solid, that. Oh, bollocks! It came and then popped off. First bite, 1-0 cod. Unfortunately, that was annoying. Didn't feel like a half bad fish, but never mind. I'll get another bait in. What I've been doing, as you're aware, I've been using these. Just knock that headlight down a little bit. These 6-0 mustard demon circles, and I've just modified it slightly by getting a pair of pliers and just bending the end back a little bit, so when you wrap it round, it's a little bit more streamlined. Because these are full circles, I just find 2 wraps is adequate, so seems to be working quite well. But I'm pleased that there's action as soon as it's got dark, but it's always a bit gutting to lose a fish in it. But We'll get another bait on, see what we can do.
Well, strange bite there. Some big waves coming in here, getting a bit bigger actually, and one of them nearly knocked us off the feet. I was standing holding the rod, and it comes sweeping up over this rock, step back, and I just held the rod, and I thought I felt a little bang, and I thought, was that a fish? Was that not a fish? Bum, 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 and it went again. Oh, what's this? That's a fish on that. Anyway, when I lifted in, my line, when I wound in, was much further up to the right-hand side of the beach where I was. So I think this fish has probably took the bait a little bit earlier, but with it being quite a heavy sea, the rod's just all over the place, I probably missed the bite. But anyway, bit of a struggle to get it through the kelp, because it is heavy ground here. But I'm very pleased with that, because that's an absolute cracker. That's £5 every day. That it's a lovely fish, well-conditioned fish, really fat. Yeah, that's what the cod fishing's all about for me, like catching something like that. So yeah, really pleased. Like I say, oh, I'm not getting any younger, and that was hard work getting that through the kelp. Honestly, my hands are shaking now. I think I'll have to sit down and have a coffee before I put another bait out, I think. But yeah, there you go. Beautiful fish, beautiful northeast cod. Huge mouth on it. That'll hoover up anything out there. Yeah, absolute cracker. Really pleased with that.
Well, we're about 3.5 hours into the session. It's been quite strange. Sorry, light doesn't want to behave. What's that? Yeah, we're about. Oh, how's this? Mine's quite far to the right, like, so hopefully you're all right. So we're about 3.5 hours into the session. We knew it was going to be slow in daylight. As soon as it got dark, I got a cracking bite, got a fish halfway in, snag came off. 5 minutes later, Gary pulled in that nice fish, but the sea just seems to have got a bit heavier, which is making it quite tricky to hold bottom. And we're beginning to wonder / worry if it's potentially a little bit too heavy, but we'll keep persevere. We've got about 2 hours till high water. It's a small ebb, it's only about a 1.9, so you never know. We'll just keep firing the baits in, but there's so much drag. It's not nice. It keep getting that horrible like vibration feeling on the braid. Just saying before, it's almost one of the rare times where 35-40 pound mono with a good bit of stretch might have been the order of the day. Gary's got his multiplier. Typically I've forgot mine, but we'll just have to keep going. So not a bad night to be out. We've had a fair bit of rain. It's cold. It's very cold. It's got that like damp coldness in the air, but other than the odd shower, it hasn't been too bad. The wind's picked up a little bit, but it was pretty much still for the majority of the time we've been here, so can't complain. Makes a change from the last session when it was like trying to get out of 50-mile-an-hour wind. Right, well, I'm not sure if I want to show you this because it's beginning to get quite embarrassing now. It's just the story of my season, seemingly. Somebody commented on YouTube today, I think was it John? Instead of you buy a new rod, just make sure it doesn't catch any rock. And I'm like, I bloody hope so, because sure enough, Mr. Art of the K, another bloody rockland. So this next rig is going out, and if it doesn't produce anything, I'm splitting. Well, we've been fishing for about probably 5 hours or so now, I think.
5 hours?
I think it started about 3, about an hour or so before it got dark.
My God,
Aye. Time flies when you're enjoying yourself, isn't it? But it's been, you've got a lovely quality fish there. I sadly lost one, but it's getting a little bit frustrating, isn't it? Because it's just, we're just getting dragged, and it's bloody annoying.
It is. It's probably too heavy in all honesty. I'm sure there's probably fish out there, but holding bottom, and putting your bait next to a fish is a whole different story here. They're just getting bounced all over the place and dragged down, and then when it stops, it's just a snag. Just how it is. So we're going to push on a little bit longer and just see how it goes.
Yeah.
But it's been very, very quiet for the last couple hours.
Got dark straight away. There was action. We both had action, and then it's just gone very, very quiet. But and the more action there isn't, the harder my hangover's kicking in. So need something to happen, otherwise my resolve's diminishing quite rapidly. But
it's hard.
We'll keep persevering. We've got about an hour till top water, so we'll see what happens there. Right, is this going to be the last cast, or is this going to be the cast where my fortunes change? Who knows? One way to find out. It's just impossible to not get dragged, so try and get it straight out and just see what happens. There's no rhyme or reason to the drag. It's a bloody nightmare, but let's see if we can get it out. Right, well that's straight out, so we'll see just how long I've got before it gets pulled round. Right, well,
that's it.
Yeah, we've succumbed to the conditions and we're throwing the towel in. It's
been hard. I've had one fish out, which is good, but conditions now, it's just getting annoying.
It is, yeah.
It's undertow is just horrific.
You
just can't hold bottom here. So I think it's time to just go and do some beers or something else.
Yeah, definitely. But you've had a lovely fish there. I've unfortunately lost one, and then got the usual signature rockling, which is a little bit annoying, but saves the blank. So it's not all bad.
No. Yeah.
We're just saying before, it'll be interesting to see the reports tomorrow, because with this sea on this time of year, somebody's bound to have pulled out a big one, like, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Somewhere where it's not as brutal as here, really. If you hunker in somewhere, and there's got to be a good one come out. It'll be also interesting to see tomorrow, because once this drops off a bit, where we are now, will probably fish very well, won't it? But it's Christmas Eve, and got other things to do. So.
Well, as always, thanks very much for watching. Tight lines, keep fishing. We'll probably see you in 2025.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you.
So thanks for your support. Tight lines, all the best.
Cheers.
Cheers.